Hey family, Pastor Willingham here. Words of inspiration today is that, you got to be prepared to fight for your work. You got to be prepared to defend, that which you do for God. You got to be prepared to fight for it. You got to be prepared to protect it. Because anywhere the work of God is being done, there's always an enemy. Sometimes you can see the enemy to your work, sometimes you can't. But at any rate, sometimes we approach the work of God in a naive manner, that, if God has called us to do it, we think it'll be easy, and that there won't be any resistance. But here again, I'm looking at Nehemiah 4th chapter, verses 16 through 18 here. And Nehemiah shows us the value of what it means to do your work and fight for your work and protect your work. As the wall of Jerusalem had been torn down, and there were people of Israel still in captivity and still afflicted. And when Nehemiah went back in to help these people restore themselves, there was an enemy that obviously wanted to keep them in the situation that they were in. And so the story reads here, and it came to pass from the time forth that half of my servants, Nehemiah says, did the work, and the other half of them held spears, and the shields and bows, and the rulers were behind all the house of Judah, you see. And so as they began to build, they were rebuild. They were aware of the enemy. Half of the people were working. The other half of the people had their spears and shields prepared to defend the work. And it goes on here, they build it on the wall, and they that bear their burdens with those that laden, every one of his hands wrought the work, and with the other hand held a weapon. And so here they are, rebuilding the wall, working with one hand, building with one hand, with a weapon in the other hand, prepared again to defend and fight for that which they are building. For the builders, everyone had his sword girded by his side, and so builded, and he that sounded the trumpet was by me. And so here again, understand the magnitude of the work that you do, and be prepared to not just do the work blindly, not just, again, do the work in a naive fashion, but be prepared. What you're trying to build and what you're trying to rebuild, and many times this is ministry. Either you're trying to build something in ministry, or you're trying to rebuild something, and the enemy doesn't want to see you do either thing. The enemy doesn't want to see you build. The enemy doesn't want to see you rebuild broken people, broken situations. And so understand that whenever you engage that work, that there's an enemy, and that work has to be done, but it has to be done in a fashion that you must know that the work has to be fought for, and the work has to be protected. And so this is my word of inspiration for you today. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.